So nonprofits should collaborate for a couple of reasons. One, clearly limited resources being one. So there's a way to complement each other to address whatever the need they're trying to address. But I also think the opportunity to learn and to share, by nature of working together, that's going to evolve. And from that, they can just be better than if they were working individually. And we've seen that as we work with nonprofit, that collaborative nature really helps grow the learning and the sharing. Is the sector good at collaborating? There's a phrase that our CEO uses that says, collaboration is the unnatural act between consenting adults. So no, in some degrees it is, but collaboration is not normal between individuals, and then you throw an organizational layer on top of that. I think we're learning and getting better at it, but there's great opportunity for better connecting, learning, sharing, evolving and strengthening is what the Patterson Foundation does with nonprofits to help them collaborate. So no, there's tremendous opportunity to continue to grow in that regard. Our approach goes back to the founding of the foundation when Mrs. Patterson left $230 million in a blank charter. All she said was to do good. And we're very fortunate. Our CEO at the time, and still our current CEO and the board, said we've got the flexibility, opportunity, and responsibility then to do things differently. We don't have to go through the grant and proposal process and put nonprofits through that arduous process of obtaining money. We can actually be catalytic in our funding. It means we can move and be very agile. So the organization wasn't built with systems in place that you have to go through in order to send a check. And we've learned over time that with our nonprofit partners, if you can be catalytic, if you can be the first to fund in a given situation, it's profound. It lends credibility to our nonprofit partner to raise additional funds, and it gives them the comfort in knowing at least they got some money to start working on whatever they're working on. Well, specifically with Net Hope, it's one to lend credibility, give you all credibility when you're talking to other funders. Because if one funder's in, that does have a tendency to lend credibility to other funders. And also the ability to take immediate action. Certainly in the disaster space, that's absolutely critical. And so we know that if we're able to fund you, you've got the comfort of knowing you can go do the analysis you need to do to start the work that you need to do. When we look to work with nonprofits, or we look at our existing partners, the relationship's very broad. Funding, I would say, is secondary and not as important as the desire to create relationships, connections. That's what's going to help the nonprofit over long term be systemically viable. Right? Funding's a one-time action, but if we can connect you with other funders, if we can connect you with people in your own environment to learn and to share, then we've got opportunity for real systemic change and sustainability. But the beauty of it is there's such opportunity to make good change in this world. And we've got the opportunity to work through nonprofit organizations in order to make that change. So that keeps us going every day. And there's no lack of need for it. If we can use our resources, being the money that Mrs. Patterson left us, we're very blessed with that, and then with the creativity of our board and our staff to make sure we're out helping create relationships, we just think we can make a change, however small that is in the world.